Hello all and welcome to the Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, December 5th. My name is Jared Krebs, Emerald Director from San Antonio, Texas. I have the distinct honor of introducing the hosts of tonight's webinar. They are very well-respected business leaders and mentors in this industry. You're definitely going to want to have a pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how these industry experts continue to build their business successfully. They have achieved the rank of Executive Gold Director within our company. They are the co-founders of Duplicate Success International. They are amazing leaders, mentors, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call them my parents. Randy and Viola Crebs, are you on the line?
We are here, Jared. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Well, we are still here in beautiful Las Vegas, and wow, Team DSI was very well represented, and my dream and my hope is that as many of you can make it to the next one next year. There is so much that we learned that we can't even touch on the fullness of what we learned at this event. However, we are wanting to bring to you some of the highlights so that you can get some of the you can learn a little bit about what we learned at the event. So we've decided that there's so much information that we're going to just take a snippet of what Eric Worre has taught us. He spent about probably 6 to 8 hours, I would say, with us, and it was intermittent throughout the 2.5 days. And there's something unique, he says, about entrepreneurs. Our passion never turns off, and boy, that is so true. I mean, once you get that passion, there's no turning it off, and then that's where we are. We've been with the company for 11 years. We are definitely influencers of people, creators of value. We rescue people from their desperate lives. Is that not true? I'd like to turn the time over to Randy. He's going to discuss the 8 pillars.
No, before we get there, again, we're Randy and Viola Crebs from Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, Executive Gold Directors. Been with USANA 11 years now. And we're going to start, today's training is on the Eric Worre GoPro that we just finished here in Las Vegas. But before we do that, we start every webinar, we kind of cover what's our team DMO, which is our daily method of operation. That is, use the products every day, AM and PM. Do your 2 for the day, 2 new presentation videos, 2 follow-ups with prospects on the fence, and then 2 calls to existing clients or team members. And of course, 15 plus minutes of personal development material each day, whether that's books, audios, or even this webinar. Also like to recognize new clients that joined our team last week. We'd like to welcome.
Welcome, Lorena Galdiano, new client introduced by Lillian Galdiano. Special recognition. Top 25 preferred customer enroller, Annie Gonzalez. Way to go. It's Amy Gonzalez. Sorry, Amy, we spelled your name wrong.
Sorry, my fault.
Awesome work. Being on that list is quite an accomplishment. And top 25 preferred customer enroller, Byron, and they were number 11, Byron and Carmen Olaya. Very well done. Top 50 associate sponsor, number 23, Byron and Carmen Olaya as well. You guys are really making it happen. Top 50 associate sponsor, number 23, Tony and Claudia Zacharias.
One sec. Oh, okay. There we go. Had a little bit of a background noise I needed to take care of. Now some special announcements. If you love the Nutrimills, love the old Nutrimills, you can, until they're all gone, You can still buy the 28 packs of either the chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry Nutrimilk single pouches. The Peanutty Bliss, this is your last chance. And once they're gone, which is they're saying by December 28th, you will not be able to order any more of the Peanutty Bliss. So last chance for ordering them. And do yourself a flavor. Through December 23rd, if you purchase one of the bases, that's either the whey, soy, or plant protein, you receive 14 free flavor optimizers. That's 7 banana and 7 dark chocolate optimizers for free. So yeah, that's a great savings. That's like a $14 savings there on just free optimizers by ordering shake base. So get your orders in now. Also, what we just saw come out while we were here in Las Vegas, the free BDS starter kits are back. For new associates who enroll and activate either a 1 business center or a 3 business center business will receive their free BDS. And that's going to, again, run through bonus. So for a preferred customer with an auto order, you receive a match, which is a cash bonus, when their first and second auto orders process. And that's up to a $500, not a 500 point, that's up to a $500 initial order, whether an associate or
Okay, team, it's looking like my parents lost connection, and they might be getting back on right now. It's intermittent. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, sorry.
Mom and Dad, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay, if you continue to have difficulties, I can also continue the webinar, so just let me know.
So did you hear any of this part?
It was like in and out. I see the slide about initial order reward, though.
Okay, so with the initial order reward, what that is a bonus, a cash bonus for when you enroll an associate or preferred customer on an auto order. You receive a match, which is a cash bonus when their first and second orders process. Again, this is limited to a $500 initial order, not 500 point, and that's available through December 23rd. So, for example, if your associate or customer has a $500 initial order, that means that their initial order reward, which they get, which has been in place for a while now, they receive a 10% initial order reward, which is $50 spread over their first 2 auto orders. Okay, so when their first auto order processes, which is normally 4 weeks later, the associate receives $25 off their products that they have on auto order, and you, a week later, receive a $25 cash award on your check. Same thing with their second auto order. They receive $25 off their products, and then a week after that, you get a $25 cash award added to your check. So this is for any new associates or customers that enroll between now and December 23rd. Okay, just a friendly reminder, when you enroll a client, please, and they need to be your Facebook friend, please add them to the USANA clients page. Basically, when they're your Facebook friend, you add them as a member there. Add a little write-up about them with a picture, and then welcome your new client to USANA. Also, same thing for associates. Associates, you add them to the Team DSI Duplicate Success International page. Again, you'll need to be their Facebook friend, add them here as a member prior to writing up their story. So write up a good story, welcoming them as an associate, include a picture, and then we as the team welcome your clients or associates. Just like this, just please make the commitment to make these new clients and associates feel welcome. It is pretty awesome to get that recognition. Also, for new associates, this is associates only, add them to the Hybrid Solutions Facebook group. Again, you'll have to add them. They'll have to be your Facebook friend, add them there. It's a great tool for searching this group for any kind of conditions that people are having success with USANA products. So we basically search the group there for any condition that you want to know what people are using to for success, and that group will give you many, many different stories on what people are using. It's all right. So now we're ready to get to the training portion of the webinar. Again, Viola and I, Jared, there was Phyllis, who was there? Stephanie, Byron, Carmen, Becky, Betty, Christian. It was just an amazing 3-day event, and it's coming up again next year. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to break it up. I mean, this is 2.5 days of amazing nuggets that we received. And so over the course of the next few webinars, we're going to break it up into pieces. And so tonight, I'm going to be covering a number of the nuggets that I got strictly from Eric Worre. So I'm going to take a little 5-second pause, and then we'll get right into this part on what we picked up from the Eric Worre webinar. Hello, my name is Randy, and I'm pictured here with my beautiful wife, Viola. We are Executive Gold Directors from Salt Lake City, Utah, co-founders of Team DSI. Our USANA journey began 11 years ago, and Viola started this journey more for her health. Soon saw that a lot of people had successful businesses, and then she took off and quickly turned her USANA business, our USANA business, into gold. So it's been an amazing journey, not only from a health standpoint, but from the financial benefit that this company has provided. So tonight's training is just going to be a few highlights from the 2016 GoPro. This was held in Las Vegas, December 1st through the 3rd, actually, where we had a number of speakers, including Sir Richard Branson, Tony Robbins. But my focus tonight is going to be strictly on what nuggets I picked up from Eric Worre. So during this recruiting mastery, there were over 16,000, maybe more, 16 to 17,000 in attendance. So being Danny Johnson Warriors, we show up early, and we show up to the front of the line, and there is probably 12,000 people behind us ready to get in. We're all excited, but you have to have definitely patience to stand in line for that long. We were probably in line for over 2 hours before the doors opened to go sit in. But it was definitely worth it because, again, we like to get up as close to the front as possible. So little statistics that I learned from Eric Worre was, today in network marketing, 70% of the network marketing are millennials. That's between the ages of 19 and 35. So that was a pretty eye-opening for me. Also, which I already kind of knew, over 77% are female. So there's a lot of powerful female business leaders out there. Global sales 184 billion, and there's over 103 million involved or have businesses in network marketing. And what I also found, this statistic was new for me, out of the global sales, out of the 184 billion, 36% are based on what we do is in wellness. So that's a very significant portion is what we provide the world with USANA. So he also talked about, and this is notes from the first day, 3 things need to happen to be a network marketing professional. You know, you need to take charge of your mind, have that $1 million mindset, get the skills, you know, get the skills and master the skills to be competitive and get results. And yeah, that's what I appreciate what we do with this webinar each week is we pick a topic that help us, you know, develop our skills. However, it's up to us to master these skills and then have the right strategy, you know, not only developing yourself, developing your team, but create that team around the world. And again, that's all something that we do day in and day out. But I can't iterate more. This is your business, or this may be your business. And so it's up to you to not only take what we teach you, but grow off of that. So let's begin 2017 with momentum. You know, there are successful people, and we are. There are all of us on our team. I don't know anyone on our team that's not. We are all successful people. And what successful people do is they say yes. They say yes, then they tell the world, I'm going to change my life. And then they figure out how to do it. You know, Eric Worre, he talked about this during his 7 years with GoPro. This was the 7th annual. The first GoPro they did was 200 people. The second GoPro was a few hundred more. Third GoPro, you know, by the 4th and 5th GoPro, he says, it needs to be bigger. And last year when he was sitting on stage, he says, next year is going to be over 20,000. We don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And they did. He figured it out. We're average people. You know, they want to figure it out first. You know, they talk to people and they really want to figure out what USANA is first before they jump into it. They are always getting ready to get ready. You know, and then they say yes, possibly. So that's what the average people do. So keep your mind in the successful range. And then make a decision. That's the most powerful thing in the world that you can do. You need to decide that you're moving forward. You need to also decide you're not going to play small. This is a $1 million business that you have in front of you. So if you treat it like a $1 million business, it will pay you like a $1 million business. And decide it's okay if it's embarrassing. That is okay. All right? It's not, you're not going to get into this to be perfect. You're not going to be the master golfer going out there and hitting your clubs and getting a hole-in-one every time. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes. And what the successful do is they learn from their mistakes, and they definitely get up and keep going. You know, Anthony Robbins had a quote. He was part of this webinar. He said, it's the moment of your decision that your destiny is shaped. So once you decide, once you say yes, that is the moment that your destiny is shaped. And another quote, this is, I think, was from Eric. He says, I don't lose ever. You can't say I don't lose. I say I win or I learn. Basically, I'm learning from my mistakes or from my losses. So this is the last day. This is the third day in the evening where Eric Worre talked about the 8 pillars of your roadmap. And the first pillar was to decide, you know, what are you going to decide? Decide, you know, and that's even for us that have been with our business 11 years. If you've been with your business a week, a few months, or if you're deciding to start a USANA business, make that decision. Say yes. You know, what are you going to do 5 years from now? Where will you be if you don't decide to make a change? So with that, decide what your rank's going to be. Or decide that you're going to be a network marketing professional. You don't want to be an amateur. Decide what you basically want to do with your USANA business. Commit to the skills. Find those people to talk to. Commit to get better at each skills that you're learning. Stop trying to get luck. Don't have a what's the lottery mentality when it comes to this type of business. Don't wait till you're going to win the lottery before you're going to start anything or you're going to get the skills you need. Now, develop those skills and keep working at them. Now, stop trying to find that magical person or people that's going to make your business strong. They're out there, but, basically don't bypass that. People that you're bypassing may be that magical person. So talk to everyone. Where are you going to be with your skills a year from now? Make sure that your skills are better than today. Continue to work on it. And you learn in the doing. I can't overemphasize that. You definitely learn in the doing, not just continuing to study. We've got great scripts that we have that Jared provides or we provided to our people. Practice a little bit just so that it's in your own tone of voice, and then do it. Just don't continue to study all this great material that you have. Habits. Come up with a baseline of daily habits. What are you doing daily that, thank you. What are you doing daily that make you different from the rest? And it was kind of interesting with daily habits. Today, actually, while we were here in Las Vegas, Jared had a phone call with Jordan Kemper, 3-star diamond director Jordan Kemper, because what are the successful people doing? Basically, he gets up between 6:30 and 7 every morning. He drinks his lemon water. He jumps on the trampoline for 5 to 7 minutes. He does affirmations. He reads for 30 minutes, and then he's off to the gym. So this is a daily routine of a person that's very successful. Comes back, spends some time connecting with his spouse, and then he's in business mode. But maybe around 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. He's doing business, and he's doing other things, writing a book right at this point, but not along with his USANA business that he starts at 10 a.m. He continues to do his business until 6 p.m. at night, and then he shuts down. I found that quite interesting. He basically shuts down, and then from that time, it's time with him and his wife. Great way to go that way. During the day, he's drinking water. He talks about his lunch, what he eats for lunch, when he gets to bed, and his commitment is 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. So that's the habits of a very successful person. Now, another person, Simon Chan, a little bit different. He gets up at 3:30 in the morning. He runs, but whatever habit that they have, they do continually. They do day in and day out. So that's what successful people do. Engage in these daily activities for 365 days a year. Engage in personal development. Understand that network marketing, and unless you make network marketing, or when you make network marketing your priority, you will go far. So, what simple habits will you engage in 2017 that will keep you from being distracted? So just put some thoughts into what habits can you do. DMO is our daily habit as well. So that's also planned into what we do day in and day out, making those two connects. Your environment. Wow, they spend quite a bit of time on this one. Basically saying you become the average of the 5 people you spend time with. You live how they live. And think back, just what 5 people do I spend the most time with? Because you'll notice that your habits, your growth is pretty well close to those 5 people that you hang out with. If you have the negative people in there, that's also affecting you yourself. Don't let the negative person rent space in your head. Is that person helping you or pushing you in the direction you need to go? Or are they pulling you back from what you're trying to do? You can continue if you want. It's totally your choice to hang out with them, but you'll live in a lower place in their mind. Think about that. Viola and I, we sat down, even Jared and Crystal, who are the 5 people we hang out with the most? Well, we hang out a lot with Jared and Crystal. We hang out with John Maxwell, reading his books. We hang out a lot with Eric Worre, just based on what we're studying all the time. So take a look at the 5 people that you're hanging out with, and it's tough. But if you've got a real negatron, I still love them, but they're not the type of person that are going to help you get to where you want to be. Raise your standards. Treat yourself with respect. Don't let those toxic people in your environment. Don't let them hobble your dream, or let them get around people with influence, basically. So think bigger. And Eric spent also a lot of bit of time on this. We have a tendency to think small. We all play smaller than what we're capable of doing. And that's us. I agree. We're capable of a lot more. And based on what we're going to set for 2017, we need to pick it up. We need to raise it up a bit. Think for one moment in 2017, you got a loving family, you want to take care of your health. What is it for 1 year? What if you did everything in your power for 1 year, both in creativity, focus, and determination? Where would you be with your USANA business? So again, take time and think big, and then at that point, think bigger. Eric asked this question: what percentage of your potential are you working at? And that was eye-opening. Think about it. What percentage of your potential are you working right now with your USANA business? What percentage of your potential are you spending with your family? And then take it up. If you take it up another 10% from where you're at, then everything can happen at that point. So when you step into your full potential, things open up. Crank it up. And then when you get there, crank it up again. So he talked about a girl that is a high income earner, not with USANA. She was part of the webinar, and he basically challenged her. She has 4,000 people in her organization, and her convention is the end of January. And he basically said, okay, how many are going to your convention out of your 4,000? She goes, 100. Do you think that's good? And then he pauses. And basically at the end of this, she committed to getting 400, 300 actually more to her convention by the end of January of next year, January 2017, or she has to, or a check that would already be put into an account will be sent to a boyfriend that she just broke up with. So basically, yeah, it was a $25,000 check that she agreed that if she cannot get the 400 or more to her convention in January, that check would go to her ex-boyfriend. And you could see her change and her mind think, and I think she'll do it. I'm sure Eric will keep us all in track on what goes on. He also talked about, to be a millionaire, that's basically breaks down to, or to earn $1 million a year. Let's put it that way. To earn $1 million per year, which there's many of those in the audience there, that breaks down to $500 per hour. So, if you spend the hour in front of a prospect, the chance of that hour getting you up to $500 per hour grows. Makes sense. If there are tasks that pay less than $500 an hour, have someone else do them. And, can you make $500 an hour mowing your lawn? No. Cleaning your house? No. So find someone else to do it while you are using that hour to build your business. But you can't just sit on the couch. You basically have to invest that in front of a prospect. Next one, let it go. This is for my granddaughter, probably one of her more favorite movies. But let it go. We're so good at holding on to old hurts, being offended, allowing others to control our happiness. We are so good on being tough on ourselves also. So if you want to have the best year of your life, let them go. Let them all go. And then he had us basically break out a pen and paper, sit down and say, okay, what are a list of things that are holding you back? Jot down right now, what are those things? And I'll share with you a couple of mine. I think one of those was the time that I put into the business. It's something that I'm not putting in the time I feel that I should into my USANA business. And then the second thing, probably the biggest thing, is ego. I sometimes let my ego overpower a decision. So, and that is, an ego on whether I'm going to talk to that person, or an ego, just so many things, that I don't want to call this person because I don't want to feel stupid, or I'm afraid. Fear is ego. So basically, let that ego go. Create a vision. Basically, create a vision for your future. The future of your family, the future of your business. And having clarity is the most important thing you can do with that. So he had us, put a little time onto it, but I can see that now I need to definitely take a look at my old vision that I have written and see if that vision is applicable to what I want to do in 2017. So, or if you don't have a vision, take it out of your head and put it on paper. So get that vision aligned basically with what you want to accomplish in 2017. He also talked on something that was a great nugget for what I learned in this webinar was people join you based on your vision. And when he said that, I had to stop and think that, wow, that is so true. And I want to take that story with my beautiful wife, Viola. When she first started our USANA business back in 2005, December of 2005, Actually, we've got an anniversary coming up in a week or so. Her vision was health. She again started USANA more for health issues or health that she wanted to improve, and she got it. And people saw that in her. They saw her energy. They saw her excitement. They saw her looking better. They saw that based on her vision. What her vision at the time was health. And wow, did she take off? You know, her business went silver in 6 months and gold in 11 months, our business. So that's part of the vision. People buy you. You know, USANA is a great company. The products are excellent, but people will buy you. Yeah, they'll buy your vision. Definitely. You need to get that vision clear and run with it. You know, what are the, you know, freedoms that you're going to have? What joy? What is your contribution to the world? Yeah, tell someone where you're going and they will follow. So when you sit down with that person that you're talking with, set your vision. Once you have that vision and once they know it, it's easy to create that game plan. So get the vision clear, and remember, it's your vision. And then work to share it wherever you can. And the 8th is a game plan. Make that game plan specific to you. What must I do to live out to our full potential? You know, what is the recruiting game plan? What is the duplication game plan? You know, what is the event strategy? What is for growing customers, training people on their skills? We all know pretty well what to do. You need to discipline yourself on what to do. So it's all there. If it's not all there, you know, find that information. Find it from your upline. There's a lot of people that are successful. Figure out what they're doing. Figure out the strategy. You know, get that strategy, adapt and get creative. You know, if your vision is strong enough, time shows up. You know, time is always your friend, which is, you know, they talked about the 10-10. Take 10 minutes just to make calls or 15 minutes to make calls and follow up. You know, a 10-hour week, you know, we talked to a lot of people that say, I can dedicate 10 hours towards income producing, 10 hours per week towards income producing activity. That would be 40 10-minute blocks that they're making the calls or doing the follow-up. So, and then never eat alone. You know, actually, that's one of the books I'm reading right now is Never Eat Alone. That was a book recommended by Simon Chan. Basically, call someone, have them meet you for lunch or coffee, and share your vision. You know, it's not about the resources that you have. It's being resourceful with what you have. So if your reason is strong, you can find that way. If your vision is not strong, you will find excuses. Oh, that was painful when he said that. So if your vision is not strong, you will find an excuse. And I look back at my life, my USANA career, and I've had a lot of excuses. Definitely that something that my vision, if it's strong enough, will take that away. And you'll also, in the next few webinars, you'll hear additional information from what people are doing once they have that idea, and some more very powerful nuggets that are coming in another webinar. And then remember, engage in the activity. It's always fun. You know, make a list of your fears if you have them and tackle them. So with that, I don't think, there we go. If the vision's not strong enough, you'll find excuses, definitely. So make that a list of fears and attack them. So fear is one of the biggest illusions that prevent many of us from reaching greatness. Again, fear is ego. What's to be afraid of talking to that person? If my waitress came to me and was fearful on asking if I wanted more coffee or more water, I'd never have any more when I really would like that extra glass of water. So don't let that fear, don't let your ego get in the way of your success. So for 2017, decide for the 2017 to work your butt off. And that is not the word that Eric used. Be honest with it. Devote the time to it. Work harder than those around you, and then do more. Basically, make up in effort that you lack in skills or while you're developing your skills. And then fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the growth that occurs. The answer is inside you. You need to do what you know if you accept it. So again, thank you so much for attending tonight's training. There will be more nuggets in future webinars from this 2016 GoPro. And thanks again, and we'll see you on another webinar. All right, pull out your calendar. 2016 is just days away from ticking into 2017. With that, the 3 big events for 2016 are done. We just finished the 7th annual GoPro here in Las Vegas, and we're looking forward to many events that are in store for us in 2017. Starts out in January 12th through the 14th. Hello. January 12th through the 14th is the Challenge U in San Antonio, Texas. Right now, the tickets are $120. $120 for this event, and that takes place at the La Quinta on the Riverwalk. La Quinta, thank you. So make sure that if you're in the San Antonio area or in travel distance, get to that. Also, Challenge U in Salt Lake City, January 26th through 28th at the USANA home office. Tickets right now are $99 for regular registration. We're getting excited for this. Actually, Viola and I will be on stage for part of this training. Actually meeting with Brian Douglas on coming week, solidify the final steps for this Challenge U. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback, so I'm not sure what I've got going on. Big retreat, save the date, February 2nd through the 4th, the Hyatt Regency in Phoenix, Arizona. This is, sorry guys, this is for women's only. This is the 5th annual suite retreat. The table prices are $850 for a table of 10. We have one table of 10 that is already full, so the single ticket prices are $95 for this event. Contact my beautiful wife Viola or Crystal at the numbers there, or send them a Facebook message if you would like to go to this suite. Also coming up in March, March 2nd through the 4th, is the most powerful women in network marketing seminar. That's actually an Eric Worre sponsored event. It takes place at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. So you want to attend that, that is March 2nd through the 4th. Contact Viola or Crystal if you'd like to go.
Is it not charging?
Hello? I wish I could figure out who that was. Also, the U.S. National, we've got a number of U.S. Nationals coming up in Houston, Texas, is a Spanish U.S. National, March 4th, Washington, D.C., March 18th, Chicago, Illinois, March 25th, San Antonio, Texas, April 1st, and then San Diego, California, April 8th. These are one-day events. Any information you can find on your hub. Again, they're a large group going to the San Antonio one on April 1st, and then Viola and I and a few are heading down to San Diego on April 8th. Actually, we also have an associate heading to Chicago on March 14th. So if you have a national near you, get there and enjoy. This is our 25th anniversary. And then the biggest event for 2017 is the 2017, which is going to be in August, our 25th International Convention, August 16th through the 19th. Again, the most important event for 2017. I know we have a lot of people registered. This event is sold out. I think the plans are around 12,000 people this year, so it's sold out, and there may be more tickets coming up as it gets closer, but I wouldn't count on it. We're looking forward to a silver anniversary, basically, with USANA. Success on the Beach is in Punta Cana on November 8th through the 12th. That's 5 days with your USANA family. Also, GoPro 2017. Wow, we just finished, but we're all already talking about the 8th annual GoPro, which is November 16th through the 18th, again at the Las Vegas Convention Center. They're expecting another 20,000 people for this event. Not only Eric Worre, but Tony Robbins will be there, and Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull is a very successful entrepreneur, businessman, and musician, presenter. And so we're all excited to hear what Pitbull will be saying on the 8th annual GoPro here in Las Vegas, November 16th through the 18th, 2017. Texas Associates, 5-star Diamond Director Brian Pedrod will have his story night this Thursday, December 8th, from 7 to 9 p.m. If you want tickets, you can get tickets at DEC8TH, December 8th TH, .teamdsi.info. It's right there for those of you on your computers. You can see the address there. For those of you on the phone, we have a lot on the phone. It's DEC, the number 8, th.teamdsi.info. Also, birthday celebration. Our son Jared has a birthday coming up here shortly, and he's combining a birthday party with Renee. And so this is a happy birthday, Jared and Renee. It's going to be Sunday, December 11th at the Taqueria Mexico in San Antonio, next to Sam Clum's. So if you'd like to attend, please RSVP to Jared. And his phone number is there on the screen. Utah Associates this Thursday, December 8th at 7 p.m. There will be a Health and Freedom at the USANA home office. Brian Douglas will be the presenter on this one. And that starts at 7 p.m. This coming Thursday. And here is the trunk of Jared's car. We're similar. We have a lot of our stuff that when we travel, we have books, we have CDs, we have forms. Basically, be prepared. You never know who you're going to run into or talk with where you're going to need those forms. So with that, thank you so much. That's the basically the end of this tonight's webinar. I already see a person. We'll open it up here for a few minutes. Yeah, we have about 9 minutes. We'll open it up for a few questions. I see Patty Garcia. Did you have a question? No mic. You gave a thumbs up, but you don't have a mic. Mic available. Sorry about that. I want to try Karen Stewart. Karen Stewart from Payson, Utah. Are you there, Karen?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, we worked. Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred. So comments, questions on tonight's webinar?
Well, I first want to just say thank you to how wonderfully you and the other Krebs, you all are constantly studying and you're learning new things, and then you turn around and help us along too. And I just thank you for that over and over.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah. I took a lot of notes, and it'll be fun to work on some of these things. I look forward to that.
Well, yeah, and if you have a few minutes, I'd still like to talk.
Uh-oh. I can't hear you.
This is Jared.
Hello?
They might be having. Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Dad.
Oh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good, good. You know, I just saying, if you have a few minutes after the webinar, I'd like to talk to you a little bit, if that's okay.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, thank you.
All right, Karen, thank you. Let's wow, sorry, we're running this from a house that has fairly good Wi-Fi, but it's just been kicking me out a little bit. So, Ciara, next person I'd like to take a time to have say a few words is Ciara. Ciara Cruz, I just unmuted you. Welcome to our webinar, Ciara.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good, good. Tell us what did you think, or what did you get out of this particular webinar?
Well, I just thought it was like interesting, you know, just like the success place and whatnot, you know, just like having the right kind of attitude. You know, sorry.
Well, no, it's just I got a little bit of, speak a little louder in your phone, please, and say that again.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me okay? Jared, pick it up.
Hello?
Hi, are you there, Ciara?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, it's
All
just
right,
like my
yeah.
headset's not working.
No, again, everyone, this is Ciara Cruz here, right here from Las Vegas. She works
Yes.
at the FedEx, works at the FedEx at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and just wanted to tell us what you thought of this particular webinar.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks first for like, you know, inviting me to listen to this. Like, I found a lot of like interesting things on here, and you know, just having like the right kind of, like, you know, just, you know, working on your skills and, you know, just having like the right kind of attitude, you know, like, and realizing like, you know, things don't happen overnight, you know, you always have to work on them, you know.
Right, that is so true. Any other highlights that you picked up from our webinar tonight?
Excuse me?
Any other highlights you picked up from our webinar?
I mean, I think that's like mostly it. Like, there's like a lot of like, interesting things, but mostly that, just like, being persistent and being like around the right kind of people, like being around positive people and,
Well,
surround yourself with that, like.
that's true. That is true. Well, thank you, Ciara, for taking a minute and sharing your thoughts on our webinar.
Oh, no problem.
Yay. Steve Klein, Oklahoma. Steve, are you there? Steve didn't allow permission. Lillian Galdiano didn't allow permission. Ooh. All right. Jared, we'll save the last word for you, my son.
Thank you so much, Mom and Dad. I love the webinar. I love those 9 skills. How did you call it? The 8
8 pillars.
8 pillars from Eric Worre. That was the end of the GoPro event, and I was there live listening and learning, and it was really good for me to hear it reviewed. Especially the part about just telling the world and figuring it out. Say yes, tell the world, figure it out. I think that's such a key part. We don't have to know everything about the products or everything about everything. We just got to talk to people and learn as we go. And so it's just really good reminders for me to hear that. Also about the environment and how, hanging out with John Maxwell and hanging out with Eric Worre and hanging out with, all these different people. That's the people we hang out with. It's people we listen to in audios, the people we listen to in books. Am I going to hang out with them, or am I going to hang out with the news? Am I going to hang out with, sports? Maybe a little sports, but
right.
Making a real effort on who I'm going to allow into my mental space. So thank you for all the great reminders, and definitely appreciate all your hard work on the webinar tonight.
Oh, you bet. No, thanks for all you do for the team as well, Jared. It's definitely we put a lot into the success of the DSI group, and it shows. So again, have a safe travels back to San Diego from San Antonio. That's where you flew last time, San Antonio, and we'll see you in a couple weeks in Salt Lake City for Christmas.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom.
All right,
Love you.
Love you. This ends the webinar, everyone. You have a great USANA week. This will be up live here on our Facebook page, the recordings later tonight. And we love you all. Have a good night.
Good night. God bless.
Night. God bless.
Good night. God bless.